Am I the asshole for getting mad because my wife preferred her iPad over taking care of our son? My wife was sitting in the recliner watching her iPad right outside the kids' bedrooms. I thought I was in the clear to take a long shower. When I turned the shower off, I heard my 3-year-old crying and screaming for daddy. I hurried. As I passed through the living room, I looked at my wife, still watching her iPad, and said, "You couldn't calm him down?" She responded, "No, I tried 3 times." I went into his room and picked him up. He immediately stopped crying and started trying to catch his breath. I felt what I thought were tears dripping down my shoulder. I thought, poor guy, he's been upset for so long. Long enough for my wife to have come in 3 times. I laid him in bed and started tucking him in. He said, "I made a mess." I figured it was tears and snot. I grabbed wipes and tissues and turned on my phone flashlight. That's when I realized he was covered in blood. His first bloody nose, and it was bad. Blood all over his face, arms, clothes, stuffed animal, blanket, and I was covered, too. Those weren't tears dripping down my shoulder. I cleaned him up and asked my wife to soak the bloody items while I finished cleaning him. I tucked him in and asked why he didn't let Mommy help. He said, "Mommy didn't come to check on me. Nobody came to check on me." Now my wife is mad at me for expecting her to help. I'm mad at her for not taking care of our son while I was in the shower and she was watching her iPad. And I'm also mad that she's upset I expected her to help. So, am I the asshole? Top comments. Comment 1. NTA. The biggest issue for me is the lying. At the very least, she could have been honest and admitted she didn't check on him. But it's also profoundly horrible to think that she didn't want to check on him. She's treating the idea of checking on her kid the same way a part-time cashier would treat having to mop the floor when it was, supposedly, their coworker's turn to do it. It isn't a job she can clock in and out of. She has to be present and available at all times. And if you were in the shower and couldn't hear him crying, then it was definitely her chance to act. Comment 2. NTA. Your wife is the asshole. You're both parents. Even if she thought it was your job to check on him, when you didn't, she should have gone to check. She should have wanted to. I can't imagine sitting and watching a movie while my child cried, thinking that it wasn't my problem. The fact that she lied tells you she knows she should be ashamed of her behavior. And she's right. What she did was horrible.